Well, hello guys, welcome to episode 56 of this Tennis Elbow Manager 2 save. We are still in Brisbane. That's where we left off last time. We are in the semi-finals of this TET 250 event in Brisbane with our Gibraltarian international tennis player. Gibraltarian international with our Gibraltarian tennis player, to give him his proper title, who we have taken from the lowest reaches of tennis, the 800s, 900s ranked player, and we're in the top 30 now, I think. 27th, I think we are. And looking to get our first victory in a TET 250 tournament. Now, yeah, we've just played in the last game against a guy who was absolutely fantastic in the semi-finals. He had a very low ranking. It was very strange. We had an absolutely epic match. Make sure you go and check that one out, because it was really very, very good, very exciting. You didn't know which way it was going to go most of the time, and we kind of got over the line. It was epic, absolutely epic. I'm certain he's going to do well for himself. We're going to play through this game now. I'm not going to show you it, and then we'll have a look at how the semi-finals is getting on. So Lluis got through that one quite easily. He is having to qualify for this. He's top seed, but it's a TET 250 event. But we're in the qualifiers. We're not going to show much of this, but if he does get through, we might show a bit of this, which is week 2. Right then, so Shawnee, get him doing a bit of yoga, good short-term fitness. This is the guy we're going up against, Robert Horseran. Forehand power is a bit of an issue. He's not much of a volleyer. Mentally, he's not all that good, but he's going to be good on our serve, so we need to take advantage of that. So I guess often we get a lot of aces, but perhaps we're going to have more issues there. I think should we be focusing? I think we will focus on his forehand a little bit, because if he doesn't have the power, that might be a good thing. Right then, see how we do. Right then, so I always forget this. Positive value is more often to the forehand. We go a little bit more attacking. We really don't need to be too worried about the serve. We'll just watch this first point out to see what he's like. And he's just wide with that. Looks like he's going to be a bit of a challenge, but we've got all the way through him on this first game, and we might well be getting ourselves a early breaker serve against Mr. Horseface. If we get through this game, we will be showing the final as well, but only if we get through the game. Wow. He's really... oh, wow. Oh dear me! I mean, he's really controlling the match, isn't he? In the rallies. So this is something to watch out for. So right, Shawnee's got chance here to have some control. Oh, well done! And we've taken that 1-0 early on. Very nice, but. Breaker serve. Looks like the sun's gone behind the clouds. It's suddenly gone a little bit dark, although everywhere's got a shadow, so I don't know what that's about. Or my computer's about to die. Yeah, well, it lasted a long time, didn't it? Oh, straight away we've gone through him again on this serve. I mean, it's a weird game at the minute. Wonder whether we just need to be... Oh, what? The dip on that right at the end was absolutely spectacular. Right, let's see if anyone can win something on serve. We've done it there, but we've got another break point. This is all going to plan, isn't it? As I say, we've got the Australian Open coming up shortly. That's not strong enough, and he needed to hit that with more power, didn't he, to give us a lot of trouble there. But we'll see how we do. Wow. So, some long rallies going on. I wonder whether we want to shorten these rallies. I'm going to be knackered at the end of this. But we're advantage to him. We're 4-1 up. It'd be nice to kind of... Oh, just got that line. Just caught him. It must have been the other side of the line. Right then, here we go. It's set point 5-1. I think it's been a lot closer than that, but nicely done. Oh, he's lost control of it a little bit there.
Use.
And again, another set point. Beautiful. Down the line.
Use.
But he gets the back to 5-2, but we've got a couple of set points on our own serve. This should be a bit easier to deal with. Puts in a lovely return right into the corner there. But Shawnee does get to it. We're waiting for a Shawnee special. There it is. Brilliantly done. Cross court. 6-2. First set. Let's have a little look at the stats. Yeah, we've not got many of our first serves in. We probably want to do something about that. See if we can reduce the speed a little bit more. We don't need an average fast serve. Considering he returns it so well, we don't need to be serving so fast. 25, we are absolutely dominating on the winners, and that's the important thing. We've approached the net. We're doing all right, actually, considering how crap we were at the net. So it's gone all right. I'm going to knock that serve speed down a little bit. I'm going to take the serve and volley wheel down a bit. Well, different start. So he takes the game on his serve, and we're straight through 2 break points on Shawnee's serve. So could this be? Wow, that was just wide. I think we were there though. So 40 minutes into the game, another break point. Can we hold on to this? He's not getting enough of those serves in. Should we just... Yeah, lovely. Well done. Put a little bit more spin on the serve. I'm not really done that much.
Advantage return.
Alright, let's have another look. Another one.
Second service.
Into the net. It's been... It's been hard work, actually. Oh, slams it down now. Let's move on a little bit. Finally, we get through that. So it's 2-2, 4 games played, and we've got 2 break points on the Horson's serve. Can we take the first break of this second set just wide? Only just. Beautiful serve that was. Lovely slice return, but Shawnee goes down the line again and completely fools him. I thought he was going the other way, and yeah. Right, so managed to get through to 4-2. He's going with serve at the minute now. And what's going to happen here? We've got a match point. It's been a much more tricky second set, but we have a match point. It strikes me this is the sort of match point we want to take advantage of, because I think this could easily get away from us. And that was a really good performance. First serve was not good, and we need to think about working on the precision of that first serve, because we've got the speed. We do not need to. We did reduce the speed a little bit, and we did increase the sorry, that's the total. No, 57. So it did make a difference what we were doing there, getting more serves in. Didn't go into the net quite as much, and we only had 1 break point, and we made the most of it. So it was a much harder second set. And you can see we still got a lot of winners there. But, yeah, he was in it much more. In terms of total points won, there was almost nothing in it. So that's good. We're through to the final. And let's have a little look at who that places us against. So we've beaten Horsons, who's 45th in the world. On this down this end, we could have played this guy who's 29th. So we're 25th. Sorry, I was much harsher on ourselves. We're going to be playing Seiso from Portugal. Now, we have played him before. Let's have a little look at his sheet. So, yeah, he's a powerhouse, this guy, isn't he? An absolute powerhouse. I still don't know what these wavy lines mean. I don't know whether that means there's some sort of restriction because he's 30 or I don't know. His short-term form's a little bit down. Certainly, volleying he's not great at. And his mental stats aren't that good either. He's got a little bit of an injury risk going on. So, let's have a look at the game where we played him. It was a quarter-final in Austria last year. I don't know why I'm looking at today's clock. But so, he was 113th and we were 46th. We might have actually shown that, and that sounds like something we should have won, but he won quite easily against us, I think. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do against Seiso. We might have to go through and play another match in the qualifiers for Australia, the other Australian match. So Lluis we'll be playing that. I'll again let you know how we've got on. Right, so Lluis got through his second qualifying match, 6-2-6-1, very nicely done against Blier, who he's played once before, actually twice before, and beaten twice before. So he seems to have a good ability against that player. So as you can see, we are now. He's gone through to play this lad. Dickers from the Netherlands, who had to work hard to get through his game, and if he gets through that, then he gets into the TET 250 main draw, which would be, I think, really good for him. Really good for him. He's 83rd in the world, which I hadn't mentioned. He's really sort of come through, but I mean, stats wise, he's not there. It's just because we always do a little bit better, I think, than the. I don't know whether the game's slightly easier, but we're always slightly better because we're playing worse opposition. We play a lot of the Futures events and the Challenger events rather than the TET 250 events. So it means that he wins more than he loses, which is good. Right then, guys. So Shawnee, he's only 20 at the minute, which is really very good. 25th in the world. Hasn't played a doubles game since I was a lad. No injury risk at all. It's all looking really good. So he is now playing in this final against Seiso. Really powerful player. I think we'll play on his backhand a little bit, looking at those stats. And maybe try and lure him into the net, maybe. But mental stats aren't all that, and he's got a bit of an injury risk going on, so there is some possibility that he might not finish the game. It's low, but it's not that low. Let's see what happens. I'll be very excited about getting this right. So we want to think about the serve. I think serve speed. I'm going to put a little bit of spin on that serve. See what we can do. It's very different actually watching him compared to Lluis. So as I say, we have lost to this guy once before, and I'm hoping we're not going to do that today. But we start off very well. So 1-love won the first game to serve, and we've got 3 break points against him. And he's got a lot of power, which is something we'll have to watch out for. I said we were going to play on his forehand, didn't I? So we will play it on his forehand.
First service.
Not much. There wasn't much to it. I don't think there's really much to it. Just waiting for Shawnee's cross-court specials. Oh, I thought he'd beaten us with that, but didn't even reach the net. So, great start. And with 3-love up, it's all going very, very well. And Shawnee could get his first TET 250 event, I think. Oh, but with serves like that, it's going to still be a challenge. The linesmen are all exactly the same person. They clone them for this. Oh, just wide. Just wide. That is a mistake. And we're full love up. And that's 5 love. Could we bagel him in this first set? He's got all the power, but he's missing too many. Well, he's tried the drop shot, almost got there, and it would be useful cross court backhand there to keep his hopes alive in this set. I don't think he's got many hopes in this set, to be fair. I mean, but he's got that serve. I'd be interested to see how many aces he's got. Right, so we're fighting at it. Really, I don't think this game matters much, to be fair. But it's hard to get through. So 22 minutes on the clock. He's got through that. But we have a set point on our serve. So can we take this through 26 minutes to get that first set on the board, which would be really, really nice. Lovely, lovely volley there. And he just done. Oh, lovely play. Just puts it away. Yeah, so aces, only 3. I think we've seen all of them. Serve percentage, I mean 52% at that power is not too bad. We're about the same, but we're a good 10 mile an hour less. But we've had a lot more winners, converted a few more net approaches, and we've had a lot of break points that we haven't made the most of. Double the points. So let's see if we can continue that. We'll keep exactly the same setup. A tactical setup. That's wide. I mean, he's serving so fast the linesman can't even see it. But we've got an advantage on his serve here. That looked in, I have to say. But we've taken a break early on. That's what we wanted. So we've got to 2 love. In this second set, which is very nice. He managed to get hold of that one, so that's gone to serve, and we're 3-1 up. But we have a break point at 3-1, 30-40. Oh, Shaun does well keep that in. That looked out. That looks way out, but it was fine. Another chance. And I guess his problem with serves, he's hitting them hard, but the majority of them are going very central, so we are able to get them back. And he's gone way wide with that terrible return. It's 4-1 and looking in deep trouble now as we speed away into a 5-1 lead. He's playing well in this that game, but we're 40 love up, 3 points for the title. Another milestone in Shaun's short career, and he aces him a 6-1, 6-2, thrashing really. We won double the points of him. Actually, his serving was a little bit better than ours, but we still managed to get 5 aces. I guess because we were able to angle things a little bit more than he was. So many more winners, and that's the difference between the two. Even with all that power, he was not able to deal with what we had, and that's often those cross-court shots which just are so devastating. And look at that, we won Brisbane. Very, very nice. Congratulations, Shawnee. Got to be pleased with that. You know, we've got we're in here with this lad. This guy won it twice. December. Did he play? I don't know. Possibly not. Bored of playing here, probably. But you know, we're 25th in the world. We were top seeds. We were expected to probably win it, but we did what we needed to do. So that is really, really good. Absolutely fantastic. I think we've got 1 game left, which for Lluis. So I'll just tell you how that went once we played it. Wow. So yeah, just finished the probably the most epic game I think I've had on this. I mean, even more so than the one we had in the last episode. Lluis went through 2-1, 2-1. First set won on a tie break. Second set lost on a tie break. The third set he was 2 breaks up, 5-3, 5-2, I think, and proceeded to lose his serve. Then they went to 5-4 and almost lost his serve again to get it back to 5-all, but won the break point and got through. Look at this. 15 break points for Lluis, only converted 4 of those. 130 points won to 121 from the other guy. Absolutely brilliant game of tennis that was. Really great. And he's, after all that, he's only qualified for the main draw, which is seems quite unfair. But yeah, I mean, this guy was 225th in the world, and he really gave us a game of tennis. We'll see how we do in the main draw. We'll probably be kicked out almost straight away, but it was brilliant. A really good game of tennis, which I almost wish I'd been able to show you, but I think, yeah, it'd be too long this episode otherwise. I'm currently been recording for 40 minutes to get all this. That's good, isn't it? Anyway, let's just have a little look at our career titles. That's what we want. So Shaun Death, yeah, has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 challenger events, 1, 2, 3 futures events, but he's never got a TET 250. So that was his first TET 250. It'll show up after the next one when I move that on. Why can't I see? I guess Lluis has never actually won anything, which is interesting. Poor lad. Oh no, actually, that's career titles. Oh no. What? That's the same ones. I'm confused. That's exactly the same ones, isn't it? I don't understand. Must be a bit of a glitch there. I'm not sure if he's won stuff or not. But anyway, we have a really, really successful episode. So we're through to the next round. Well, sorry, we're through to, well, we won the Brisbane TET 250 event, which was utterly brilliant. So we've just played in Brisbane, won that. So that's the 375 or 372,000 TET 250. We didn't play in the big one at the moment. It's just about trying to get a little bit going on. So Lluis will be playing here in Auckland just before the Australian Open, but we'll come back probably for the Australian Open to see how Shawnee gets on, and we'll probably have an extended Australian Open if things go to plan. Okay guys, well, hopefully this won't be 45 minutes worth of tennis, but I'm sure hopefully you guys won't mind it if it is, as I save that. Yeah, and hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please hit that like button. Leave a comment down below how you're getting on in your save, and I'll see you next time for the Australian Open, hopefully, and see how Shawnee gets on there. We'll probably split that over multiple episodes if he manages to get a distance in there, because obviously it's three sets, best of 5 sets. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.